I love the flurry of new products that we see this time of year, but it's all a bit much to take in. I wish there was a highlight reel to show the items I'm bound to use and love from the new releases. Glitter Girl, can you help?
Of course I can. Today I'm going to start with a very quick flip through of a lot of different things from the recent trade show Creativation, and then I'm going to make a layout with them. So I will put a little link below the video if you want to skip straight ahead to the layout itself. And in the meantime, let's have a quick little look at some things. Now, this is all paper that I've brought back. Full disclosure, because I work with American Crafts, at the end of the show, the designers, we try to trade papers. We don't normally have enough embellishments to get all of that, but we try to take home papers from each other's collections so that we can use them in our projects and show you how our collections work together and things like that. So that's how I've got this. I haven't just gone and spent like a gazillion pounds on paper. Now, this is one embellishment item that I did bring back, which is a set of stamps that I'm going to try to use in my layout today, and that is from Amy Tangerine's new collection. And I got these two pulled out. Okay, let's have a look. So this is Vicki Boutin's All the Good Things collection. I'm going to give you a little flip. So there are florals and lots of painterly things and script patterns. Lovely bright colors. And if you are missing basic gray patterns, do you remember how basic gray would always put in those things that were like solid, but they were not solid because they would have all that beautiful texture to them even though they were really one color? Then get this collection, because look, this is the sort of thing that you could use like those patterns. You've got these beautiful single color pages with just beautiful texture, really easy to use. So that is Vicki's amazing collection. All the good things. Love this journaling ledger as well. Dear Lizzie's newest is called Stay Colorful, and it is indeed colorful. Lots of pastels, rainbow raindrops. You know I'm gonna love that. So you've got unicorns, you've got sprinkles, cut aparts, ice cream, swans, mermaids, some marble, some florals. Love that blue. So that's a look at Lizzie's Stay Colorful collection. Amy Tangerine's newest is called Sunshine and Good Times. And we've got peacocks, sewing machines, watermelon, beautiful butterflies on purple, bees, lemons, florals, birds, purple script text page there. And the B-sides here are small patterns. There's a black rainbow, or rainbow on black, I should say. Yeah. Did you check that purple grid? Those of you who are always searching for purple. Oh, and that was a bubble tea. There's cameras. There's bubble tea. Where did that purple go? It's a purple diagonal, but then there's this beautiful purple grid. Where did it go? Oh, it's the back of this one. There we go. Purple, purple, purple. So that is Sunshine and Good Times. This is not American Crafts. This is Jillibean Soup, who were kind enough to let me take a look at two of their collections. So I have here Too Cool for School, which is this range. Blues, greens, turquoise, yellow, bit of orange. And the B-sides look like this. I love this star. That's probably my favorite. Yep. Okay, so that's Too Cool for School from Jillibean Soup. And this one is Bohemian Brew from Jillibean. I love those suitcases. And then there's also some Volkswagen buses, camper vans. And then the B-sides like this. Lovely little floral print in vases there. So that's Bohemian Brew. Thank you, Jillibean. This is from Pink Paislee, Confetti Wishes, which is a birthday collection. Lovely numbers. Nice tropical feel to this. Wants to warm me up in this winter. Oh, I'm so cold. candles or sparklers, summery florals, stamps, stripes, marble. I do love this. How fun is that? The birds in party hats. Yeah, somebody needs to have a tropical themed birthday party. Please. And then this last one is also pink Paislee. This is Paige. And I've already started using this, so forgive the fact that the few here at the top are cut apart. But this is called Pick Me Up. And I love the colors here. So rich, so bright, vibrant colors. I love saturated color. You know I do. Okay, so these are the ones that I've already cut apart. Then I'll give these a little flip. Love these stripes. Some crayons. That's a little different bird motif. Some ombre. There's the cut apart. Well, one of the cut aparts. Yeah, this one is great fun. Geometric on the back. So there we go. That is a look at different things that I brought home from Creativation, just to give you a little idea. And of course, my own collection is called Box of Crayons, and you can see that in a separate video. Okay, so that's the stuff that I brought home. I'm going to pick a few things and make a layout today. It'll be new papers, and I'm going to use Amy's stamps, and then we'll see what I can figure out for embellishments, because I don't bring home embellishments from the show other than my own. I mostly have paper. Now, I have narrowed it down, but it's still a giant set of papers. So let's see what I've got. I'm going to use this background from Vicki's All the Good Things collection. And just use that in the background, and I'm scrapbooking today 2 4x4 photos. And I'll show you what else I've pulled out. I was looking at these pictures and going with the colors that are there. So I wanted to pull the pink, but also some green, some blue, some black, and white. So let's see what I've got. I really like this cut apart here from Stay Colorful. Then I pulled some black and white. This one from Vicki's All the Good Things. This one from Stay Colorful. To get in the blues, I have this from Sunshine and Good Times. And this navy from Pink Paislee Pick Me Up. That's Paige's collection. And to get in the greens, this, which I think I might just use as a strip of just the green from Sunshine and Good Times. And these two, from Pink Paislee Confetti Wishes. So I'm going to use this stripe and this bit of green. And then some other fun things. Some florals. That's a box of crayons floral. That's a Pick Me Up floral. Pick Me Up frames. Pick Me Up floral. Thought I might cut out some of these little drinks from Pick Me Up, or some of these emojis. And then 2 lighter patterns to have a little bit of balance. That's Stay Colorful, and this is Confetti Wishes. All right, enough. Let's get cutting. There's my background, and the first thing I want to do is have a little strip that's going to act as a spot where I can tuck things in. And that's where I wanted to use this green. Let's try the green with a little bit of the blue. I want to put these 2 photos together like this and have them kind of be tucked in. So I'm just looking at where I might want to do that cut. I'll straighten that out because I wasn't looking at all. And then cut in the middle. And in from the corner. Maybe just one side actually. Originally I was going to do that on both sides, but I'm kind of liking it just once. I think I'll leave it like that. Now, yeah, I like it this way because the green in the photo is above the blue. So here I'm repeating that green above the blue. And I want some color behind there because I've got this light against that, so I'd like something with some contrast. Like perhaps a block of this navy. So about how wide does that need to be? Wider than that, right about there. And I started with that Hip Hip Hooray, so let's cut that out so I don't lose the place to put it. I do find sometimes that if I'm starting with something, I really need to get it at least cut out and laying on the page, if not stuck down, quite quickly. Otherwise, I will lose the place for it by putting all my other layers in. So I know I want that to be there. I want to detail cut some flowers and things, but let's see about things that are going to be in boxes first. How about a strip of this hooray, so that coordinates with the Hip Hip Hooray there. I kind of like this up here at the top, and then I could take that colorful stripe and mix my colorful, or mix my black and white there with my little rainbow of the colors that I'm using, if I can just find it. Here's the trouble of using so many different papers. These things get, oh, it's right at the bottom of the stack. This one. Things get a little lost in the middle. I think bring the green over to there. Do you see how straight away I've got this diagonal that I lose if it's over here because your eye doesn't catch that side first. We always, because of the way we read, we look to that side first. So let's get sticking. I think I am going to pull out some ink. I'm just going to do a little bit of gray ink. Give it a little bit of texture. I might kind of ruffle this with my scissors a little bit too. I like the idea of it having a little bit of texture. I'm just going to scuff it up a little bit. There's enough room on this that if I decide I don't like the look of that, I can come back and trim it off plain. But at the moment, I kind of like it. So if I want this to match. Now you can do this with sandpaper or something else if the idea of holding scissor blades like this makes you nervous. Don't worry. It's okay. Right. And then I put some gray on the top of this one. And stick these right to the top of the page. Oh, I already stuck that one down even. Okay. Oh, looks like I need to either bring this one down a little bit or have a narrower strip of the color because you can't read the hooray. So why don't I get that so that it is, oh, it's because the hooray goes up at such an angle. So I need to maybe have a little bit of it showing fully and then it will just kind of disappear into the color. Let's try that at the top of the page now. That's better. Then this can get tucked right underneath that, I think. I want to put a whole bunch of layers here, so I have some different colors to give me a little bit of contrast. I'm going to leave the adhesive quite far from the edges because I want to be able to tuck things underneath. I know that I'm going to put some sort of floral or something over here. I'm not quite sure what else. I've added a little bit of gray there on those layered pieces there, and it's subtle enough that I don't think it will overwhelm anything. So that's going to go right over the top. And now I have room to build down here as well, where I want to put that hip hip hooray, and I think looking at it I want that to be raised as well. So I definitely want dots here at the bottom, and then might have it just flat against that. And that's probably enough adhesive to keep it secure. Pop dots are pretty sticky. A little bit of gray on here, just a tiny bit to give it a little edge, not a lot. Very light. That's why I like the gray rather than black. Okay, I'm gonna get this so that I've got both photos in the space that that column makes. And then I want to start tucking lots of things in. So I'm going to separate my papers at this point, where I'm going to make two piles. One of papers that I've already used and one that I haven't. So I haven't used this B side. That's the A side that this came from, but I might use the B side. And I haven't used this white one yet, or the emojis, or any of these florals. Okay. And now I'm going to choose a whole bunch of different little pieces that I'm going to cut out with my scissors and then layer it all in. I've cut out lots of pieces from the pattern papers and also brought in a couple die cuts rather than detail cut those. So now time to start adding these things in. So I want some of the blue down here. And I have a few of these little frames. I thought I could tuck one over here. Big floral piece needs to go in pretty early before I lose the space for it. So I think I will take off just the bottom there in case that comes in useful somewhere else. And with quite a few of these layers, I want to put some pop dots just on one edge to give it a little bit of dimension. That's going to go under there. Move it in just a little bit so that it's not quite off the edge of the paper there. Okay. I've got a big piece here. I could take that down and use just half of it. I do kind of want it here. So bring that down there. I've got 3 of this floral so that I can tuck that with these. Oops, a little piece in between the leaves there. One on that side and one on this side, I think. Maybe I add in that frame over here. I don't want to lose the ice cream cones entirely, so I think I'll put it behind. Can I get this to go behind the ice cream cones? There we go. So far I haven't lost them completely. I've got one little butterfly there, so I thought I'd put a little butterfly from the other collection. Oh, same collection but different style. On this side, I've got one more of those little frames, but I'm not quite sure if I want to put him in somewhere. Maybe up here. Yeah. Tuck that in there. And then I have 3 little drinks. Why not? Got this shot of yellow here, shot of yellow there, and I thought I might line them up. So let me pull this up for a second because I'm going to put the drink underneath. So I'm going to have this little row of yellow bits and pieces there. And then I've got a pink one and a blue one. I don't have much blue on this side, so I think I'll bring that over here with this flower. And then the pink one on the right somewhere. Can bring it up here. Could bring it down here. Got a triangle there, then that goes around that. If I put it to this side, I end up including all the photos, both photos, in the triangle. But where do I want him to go? Do I want him to go behind, maybe? That's quite sweet. Let's tuck it behind. I think I'll use this as my title, but I do want some journaling on here, and I'm curious as to how my white pen looks on this. So I'm going to go ahead and put the date in first so that I can see how the white looks on the pink. So where do I want this date to go? I think just here. Journaling in white looks fine, so it's just a matter of finishing the embellishment at this point. I do want to put in some gray mist in a moment, but also I am thinking that this floral piece that sits up here doesn't appear anywhere else, and I'd really like to bring it into these 2 other groupings at least. So I have these 2 pieces from the die cut pack. They don't have this sort of pine needle shape, but they do have the same flowers that you can see there. And this one has yellow. So I'm going to bring the yellow one down to this grouping here and tuck it behind all my other yellow things, basically behind that yellow drink. So my little yellow line just kind of goes right across there. And this has a lovely little bit of that matching color there, and this kind of coordinates with that. It all works well to me. And then I'd like a little bit of greenery up here. So the question is, do I leave the oranges in, or do I go to the end where you can only see the flower, or do I do a bit of both? Because I think I could cut it in half and have one little bit on this and one behind here. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Yep, apparently that's what I'm going to do. And let's see, if I bring the pink there, there's not a lot of contrast. So I think the pink might be better to bring in up here. And the orange behind there, which brings that green across nicely as well. Okay, some mist, and I'm on a real kick lately with gray mist. I've used gold as my neutral mist quite a lot as well, but last few weeks, just really, the gray is just quite happy to my eye. I suppose it balances all the big explosion of color. And so I could do the ink, the mist around each grouping, but I'd rather bring it on this diagonal. So that this corner down here, which doesn't have a giant cluster like the other spots, doesn't get lost quite so much. Just gives it that nice little detail. Now, I haven't brought in these stamps yet, and I did have a plan to use them. So let's see how I can get them into this mix. They're all taped up tight. So in this set you get 11 things. 3 inks, yeah, plus the stamps. So we've got love, a bird, a butterfly, all of those little triangles, the yes, a lemon, a heart, and a leaf. Let me get that off the layout before I go through one of those big ink splots. What am I feeling? I think the smallest ones are what's going to work best on this. And I'm just wondering, I think black ink is going to be my winner. Now, I'd quite like to test out the ink that it comes with. I've not used these little inks, so let's give that a try. And I've got some pink there. And I mean, all 3 of those colors could work in theory. So let's try something simple, like a little heart in black. Oh, beautiful. No problem. And I'm going to follow those dots. Maybe needs one right about here too. Okay, lovely little heart stamp. Snip that off. I'll get using those again soon so that you can see them in action. Now I want some different textures. I'm going to bring in some enamel dots, of course, maybe even some puffy stickers. Let's see. These are very glittery and very pink. These are glitter enamel dots, glitter filled enamel dots from Hobbycraft here in the UK. Just kind of alternating big ones, small ones, where my little hearts are. Might need both of these at the end to be little. I'm not sure what will fit there. Let's try. Yeah, little one will be better in this bottom corner. Right down there at the end. Oh, I think I'll bring it up. Boop, other way around. Okay. But it needs a little bit of contrast because that's a lot of pink and pink and pink. So let's see if I can bring in some of the other color. And I still have this little bit of black that I think would make just a nice little touch. So I'm going to use my trusty label punch because in my head what I'm thinking is if I have the 3 pieces punched into these label shapes, I can tuck just those 3 onto the page and that will give me that little shot of the black and white that I want to include. And I was wondering about putting something up here, but I don't want to put the big one up here and lose the one place where the hooray is nice and clear to match that. So I think instead I will tuck them in somewhere else. Where is this big one going to go? Maybe it goes there. that one needs a little glue. I think it needs to stay up here, really. I'll go right up there. Maybe go right off the top. And then the little one. So now, no, I think I'm changing my mind on that one. I tuck that in somewhere like this. Do I want it toward the orange? Toward the blue, I think. Yep. Oh, and this one's going to go flat. But I want to keep it in that little triangle, so I could bring it down there. Just feels a bit heavier separated. I like it with all the layers. Where to put it in all those layers? No, I think I do want it up here. I just need to figure out where. Maybe just right there. Really, really small. Okay, I want a little bit of something green sprinkled on top, and then I think it is going to be done. My something green is going to be 3 green glittery enamel dots from this box of crayons pack. I'm just deciding what color, what shape I want to do. I know I want the green. Do I bring in more stars, or do I just keep it another shape and add stars? Or do I keep it with hearts or circles? I brought hearts onto that diagonal. So I'm thinking the hearts should win here. And that green sparkly matches the green sparkle in the ears. And I think that's everything finished. If I wanted to put more stuff, if I needed more space for anything, there could be a little bit more room for embellishment here, but I do want that hooray to stay in this case. And if I had more journaling, I have the potential to fill that entire column with journaling rather than using this little spot over here, or making this into a ledger to make that easy for writing too. Lots of different places that you could tuck the journaling. So that is a little bit of all different collections from Creativation 2018. So we've got some Vicki's All the Good Things. We've got some Dear Lizzy Stay Colorful. We've got some Amy, Tangerine, Sunshine and Good Times. That's what it's called. We've got Paige Evans, Pick Me Up, and we've got some pink Paislee's Confetti Wishes, and a little bit of my box of crayons. That's everything. That's a whole bunch of different collections. So I hope you enjoyed seeing how they can all work together, and I look forward to seeing your projects. Now, if you have lots of product left from last year's collections and you really would like to make a dent in that so that you can make a little room for new stash this year, I do have a class on offer at the moment. It starts on the 20th of February. It's called Clear the Desk, and you can sign up anytime at Shimelle.com. Thanks for watching, and I'd love to see you soon.